Hi everyone. Today I'm going to review the final season of the Umbrella Academy, so season 4. So we knew all along it was the final season. They announced it well in advance. The show stars Elliot Page, Tom Hopper, David Castaneda, Emmy something, sorry, I forgot her last name, Robert Sheehan, Aidan Gallagher, Justin Min, Ritu Arya, and many others. It's an ensemble cast about 7 kids with special powers. And the past seasons, we've seen them go through the struggles and the dysfunction. So they had to put a final end to what happens in season 4. I won't do any spoilers, but I will say this that going in, I went in with very low expectations. The reason is that season 1 was amazing and I loved how it started. Season 2 was pretty good, but once it got to season 3, I was not impressed by the story. The screenplay was loose, according to me. That's my personal opinion. For me, it was not interesting, and I literally dragged myself through season 3. When season 4 came out, I did find it interesting how they ended it, and I was curious to see how they were going to start it. And actually, the first episode was really good. I actually enjoyed the first episode of season 4, because I thought that they had a good setup because they were going back living these normal lives and how they were going to get their powers back and what was going to happen. They had the whole wide range of things they could have done, and they chose the worst way to show it. It was so boring and so sad on how the show has ended. Like the last scene, the way it ends. I mean, some people will like the ending, some people will not. The ending itself was actually not too bad, but how they got to the ending, how they got to the climax, it was hell. First of all, uh, the actress who played Karen Walker. She is playing the negative role along with her husband Nick Oberman, and um, Karen Walker from Will and Grace. By the way, I can't place her name right now for some reason. Um, I was curious to see how they were gonna bring it to the table, and her role was so boring. Like I was not impressed. Like nothing new was in the role. Everything they did, I literally saw it coming. I It was so obvious. And the way they tied the stories together is where Ben Hargreaves, played by Justin Min, who originally was dead and then he came back, and how his death was the whole reason, the whole cusp of the story, and how it ended up being him being the reason of whatever happens in the finale was really boring, honestly, because I'm sorry, but his character was my least favorite because he was not there for half of the series. And when he was there, he was not the favorite point. Like, they had so many amazing ways to handle the story out of the other members of the Umbrella Academy. They just didn't take that chance. Um, I haven't read the books, so I don't know if the comic books, if they followed the comic books or something like that. If they did, I'm sorry, but even comic books are not of interest to me. It was just pathetic the way season 4 happened. I was very disappointed by the show in general because scene 1 was so good. The starting was so good. The dysfunction was so funny and so good. And the way they handled, and the season 1 finale was amazing. And I was really excited about the show. And I know people still love the show and they're crazy about it. But after season 1, or after season 2 actually, for me, season was went downhill. The show was not interesting. It was not funny. It was not. It was boring screenplay. Whoever wrote it should be fired. Literally, I was just not impressed. And again, the ending itself was not bad of the finale, but how it led to the ending was pathetic, and it was a nightmare to watch. I was so bored out of it. It was not even funny. Um, it was just silly and stupid, and I was very, very disappointed. Like, I literally saw the show and I'm like, oh my god, thank god it only had 6 episodes and not more than that. Literally, I was thankful that the show ended because I was just not happy with it. And the reason is the disappointment of all these characters that I actually loved in the original, and how the journey went was just sad. Did you watch the finale? What do you think about it? I would love to know your thoughts. Please like, share, and subscribe my channel. And thank you so much for watching.